cold.
Last week I didn't have a good time in the morning, and it wasn't even as cold as it is. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I was like,
I hear you.
You didn't warn us. You didn't warn us you were coming though. Yeah, as long as you're here on time.
Yeah.
Very different loop today.
I don't know if anybody else is coming.
I don't think so.
You should probably wait a few minutes because you posted it on Facebook. Sometimes people are, you know, give them 5 minutes or something. Maybe somebody will...
Well, you were 5 minutes late, so it's already 5 minutes.
Oh, really? I'm 5 minutes late. I need to change my time. I'm still on freaking whatever it is.
So we'll see how it does on this very different loop. Higher speed, less sand, less elevation.
What time is it right now?
Where's your cell phone? Your cell phone has the
right
most...
here. You can see it on that thing in front of you. Isn't there time on that thing?
It's got everything but that. 10:08.
Yeah, 10:08, thank you.
Do 10:09.
I thought it should have time too, right?
I don't know, it might.
I'm sure it does.
Well, the phone does.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, the phone, yeah, 10:08, same 10:08. Thing. Yeah. No, do not update right now. It wants to do a software update. Alrighty.
So you got what, 98%, okay.
It was 100 when I left home, but you know how it is.
Yeah, plus minus.
Voltage spikes and then it kind of sags. I didn't leave it at 100 till it stopped, so it had just crossed 100. And then it keeps charging the phone if it's in the dock, and it's cold. It's a bunch of excuses.
Yeah, a bunch of excuses.
It should be fine. Let me get my earplugs on.
So you didn't scare the cows enough, huh?
I'm down to 86. I was trying to keep it like at 45.
To see how much it drains when you go fast?
Well, I would have come faster on the 250F, I think I would have been.
It's plenty fast for me because I'm cold.
It is, yeah.
I hadn't thought about that yet. Now I'm going to be thinking about it. Thanks for pointing
it out. The faster we are going, the more cold I am. So.
And that's why I didn't ride from the east side.
Yeah, I know. It's going to be gorgeous, like lower 70s all week.
87. It bounces up a percentage point after you stop for a little bit.
Well, we'll find out at the end of the ride.
Who's going to tow me?
I'll tell you.
I think it'll be fine.
Oh, okay. Well, hell, you got 8 gallons. Minutes of riding, you've got more than 20% already. This is high speed stuff. How heavy is it?
264.
Okay.
It's like 10 pounds heavier than my other bike. It's not that heavy.
Does it feel like lower weight?
It feels lighter when it's moving because it doesn't have rotating parts in the engine. It feels like a lighter bike when it's moving. I used 22% to get to the start of the curves here, and then I've used like 3% to do all this.
Oh, the trail took only in
going 45 to 60. Here it's like 35, 40. I haven't touched the brakes really. Just the regen is enough to stop it.
Yeah.
So I'm getting power back into the battery. I think it's gonna make it easy.
No, just run it so you know. We can always, once you see, you can turn around and go back, you know.
Well, or just start adding longer sections.
Yeah. Are we going this way and then all the way to Highway 9?
At the water tank, let's make a left.
Oh, the shorter way, and are we gonna?
And then the telephone line. You want to try it?
I'd love to, man, but I don't want to drop it. Thank you, though. Thank you.
Let me drop it a few times.
You drop it first, and then, yeah.
65%.
Good.
Are you riding like you normally would, or are you holding back? Are you trying to push it more? What are you trying to do?
Probably holding back a little bit.
Holding back a little bit?
44.
You're not even halfway.
It's halfway.
Battery. Started around 88, 90, yeah, halfway.
No, it was at 99, 98.
You're doing single track?
Yeah, we can.
It's pretty spirited, the speed we are doing.
I don't know anything about electric vehicle. Like coming out of a turn, is the power exactly the same down low as if you like hammer it when you're already going high?
It's whatever you want it to be.
Okay.
It's got an excess of power at any point.
You know what I mean? Like for example, if I'm too high of a gear, if I try to like, obviously it's not gonna, I mean, it's gonna, so I have to like shift down. For me, for you, it doesn't matter?
You just open it more and you can get the front wheel to come up.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But it's very controllable. I mean, I can make it move just a millimeter, an inch, very controllable. And then as you ramp up the power to the higher map, then it gets snappier on the throttle.
Okay.
It's a lot easier. I mean, it's a lot easier. You don't get tired.
Yeah.
You don't realize how much of it is clutch, and the vibration of the bike gets you tired too, because it's like stimulating all your nerves and muscles. And this one doesn't have any of that. You can focus just on your line and just kind of enjoying
It's for dummies, in other words. You know, kind of thing.
dirt biking for dummies. I love it.
Suspension like trail oriented or like motocross oriented?
This is a motocross bike, but you can order it for enduro. So they give you an 18-inch wheel, fatter tire in the back, and then I ordered the softest suspension setup, because you can order what spring you want. I ordered the softest springs, which are the same as my WR. The valving is still stiffer, but I got the clickers open almost all the way, and it feels it's pretty soft that way.
Gotcha.
So it's got enough adjustment that you can use it for enduro. In Europe, they're winning enduro races with it, and they're winning motocross races with it. The same bike, just obviously the enduro guys, they'll set up the valving for them, put mousses in it. The pro guys say that it takes a very short amount of time to realize that the clutch is not really necessary. They can just do everything with the throttle.
It has a clutch?
No.
No, this is a rear brake.
Oh, okay.
That's what the enduro guys like, that they can just paddle with both feet. You don't have to worry about braking with your right foot. You can always have the feet down or always up. Your feet are always free to do whatever you need.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's definitely upsetting balance when you need to shift and you end something and you need to, change the position, you upset the balance of the bike. You don't have to worry about that at all in this thing.
Yeah, so far so good. I'm liking it a lot.
Then you ended up getting the truck, I'm assuming, right? From the news thing?
Which one?
The
Cybertruck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were getting it? Okay.
I already have it. I've had it for like 4 months now.
Yeah, had it? Okay.
Are you flat again?
No.
Okay.
19 and 20.
Okay,
How
so
are you running on that?
12.
Does it have sensors?
No.
Oh, okay.
I set it up at 10 for surface loop, but I have it at 12 today because it's all faster.
It has tubes, right?
Yeah, it's really thin tube. They're lightweights. They're like these red, they look like big condoms.
Oh, okay. And did you put slime in it?
I put Stan's sealant, Stan's no tube. People that put sealant in it have no problems. People that don't put sealant in it, they get little pinholes and then they leak and then they just throw them away and put regular tubes in there. But
so are there rim locks on those things?
yeah, they come with the rim locks already installed.
Okay.
Which is good because
Yeah, I guess you don't want to deal with that.
if you're risking a flat, you gotta have rim locks. Ready?
So, yeah, let's go all the way to single track. I'll be trailing the single track behind you guys because I always suffer through that. But
All right.
this is like the maximum here you can, anything above it is you're gonna struggle.
And weight-wise, this is comparable to the Husky, right? Or the KT, or the 690 or whatever?
No, this is lighter.
This is lighter? Okay.
So
No, but not the 690. The 690 is
the 690 is
it's about the
still
same
a little
weight.
heavier.
but the
This is what
690
I hear?
people say that the weight is weird on it. Like it has a lot of weight in the back and it's the butt is too high.
The 690?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one feels very natural, very stable. This one feels a lot better than the 690 off-road.
Yeah, definitely.
The 690 has a crazy power, but
It's about the same weight, yeah.
I've seen nothing but negative reviews on the 690. Pretty much all like guys that really know off-road, they don't like something about the geometry or how it feels. They say it feels like you stuck an overpowered engine into a bad chassis, an unbalanced, unstable bike. I don't know. The specs look like it would be a unicorn bike, but it's not.
BMW just came with 450.
I saw that.
You know, that everybody's.
But it's a twin.
450,
Pearl twin,
500.
yeah.
It's a 450 twin though, so it's gonna be heavy, I
It's
think.
gonna be heavier, but it's still gonna be much more than, you know, much probably manageable than the 790.
The CF Moto 450 MT, that one's selling out everywhere. CF Moto just came out with a
electric kind
it
of.
looks like a Stark Varg kind of.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
I don't know that.
Kove has one that's coming soon, so maybe next year
Electric?
sometime. Yeah,
No shit.
Electric
That'd be
motocross.
interesting to have both electric and this one.
it's on their webpage.
Is that the suspension thing?
The adjustments, it's got another one at the bottom. This is a high-speed, low-speed compression, low-speed rebound, and the high-speed rebound is on the bottom. At first, I didn't realize there was one on the bottom, and it still felt super stiff in the back, but then once I loosened up the bottom one, it feels very compliant.
I had no clue that Kove is coming out with electric as well.
Yeah,
Is it gonna have the same parameters? Probably.
very similar, yeah.
Similar, right?
Yeah.
Competitor to this?
It's going to be a motocross competitive bike. I think that's what they're shooting for. They look like real dirt bikes. They got 2118s and they're full size.
And see, but like the CF Moto 450, like all those bikes, you know, they're right at 400 pounds or a little bit higher, I think, right? I always think I'm going to be making all these grand adventure rides all over the place, you know what I mean?
And then you don't.
So I've been going like smaller and smaller and small, but I just don't, you know? This is pretty much it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I keep wanting to do BDRs. I did half of the New Mexico BDR, like a 3-day camping
Did you?
thing. That was really nice. I wish, I'm going to try to make time next year to do more of that, but I'd have to get
Yeah.
something like that.
The only thing I've done is like right up to Cloudcroft. I've done that a couple of times on dirt roads, but I mean, I can do that in this, you know?
Yeah.
Why don't you? Time, money?
I don't know, man. Like, it's just, to be quite honest, I don't enjoy camping.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
Well, people do that and stay at hotels too. They do
you
the
know,
beach.
like,
all
yeah,
over the
but
place.
true, but you know, I'm kind of like, I don't know, like
It's a lot more
after a few
expensive.
hours, I've had enough. You know, like, all right, I've got it out of my system. You know, like,
Yeah.
I don't like to suffer through things. You know,
I don't know what Bo's excuse is. He's had all these big adventure bikes and he just does
I got
this.
no time. I have a 7-year-old in my house.
Well, when you go to Europe, what happens to your 7-year-old?
I'll take her with.
Oh, you take her with? Oh,
She
okay.
was with me for 3 weeks. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, the second time went for 10 days, and she was with her mom, so that was okay. So I could. I mean,
Could negotiate something with her mom.
no, it's easy because I can take Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and just go. I mean, it's, you know.
Well, when I'm getting ready to do that, I'll let you know and see if you want to. You can join me for like half of it maybe, and then come back.
Yeah.
The
Well,
BDRs
that would
take.
require me to plate this bike too, you know.
Yeah.
what are you gonna do it in if you do?
Well, I'm thinking of getting a 450
okay.
rally. I had my WR set up for it, but I wasn't really using it for longer rides at that point. But I've been talking to the wife this year, negotiating. Next year, I'm going to start doing some BDRs, and she's on board. So,
Let her do her and then you can do yours.
but I'm actually thinking of doing just half BDRs, 3 or 4 day instead of a 7-8 day.
Yeah.
Do a southern loop, and then later
Do another.
trailer to the midpoint, and then do the northern loop,
yeah.
and so split it, make it more
And
reasonable.
If you set up the hotels, it's pretty much set up that you can manage to go from hotel to hotel if you don't want to camp. You know.
I like camping, so
Yeah.
I was thinking of camping. But how big is your tank? It's the original tank.
No, 3.
On the New Mexico BDR, there's one section, kind of the first section actually, where you kind of need to have 200, over 200.
Well, then you carry.
So you just carry another,
Yeah, I have like fuel bottles and stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
carry if you need to. Yeah.
Or you can just pull gas off of the back of Bo's tank.
Siphon it.
Those carry 8 gallons. It can be the Camel. It can be feeding everybody's bike.
That's right. Yeah. Get a little pump, you know, just go.
There you go.
You know. Yeah, I'm not complaining about this bike at all. It's a great machine, but it's still in comparison with you guys. All this shit is like.
You did awesome at Surfers Loop on Friday.
Yeah, but it's hard work, you know.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, sure it is,
You can
yeah.
still do it, but it's just hard work. You are much more exhausted than on this. I'm curious about the Kove, what they come up with. That would be very interesting to see, and what the price is going to be.
Well, with the current price of this one, I don't see how much cheaper they can get. I mean, it's 10.9. They might be 8.9, a couple of thousand less maybe.
Yeah, well, that's something to consider. I mean, hey, it's battery. There's nothing else really to. Everything else they already have it set up, right? So that's.
They're gonna have access to cheaper batteries than a Spanish company does.
Yeah, in China definitely.
They're gonna have access to really cheap batteries, and they're really good batteries. The Chinese batteries are awesome.
Yeah.
They're the best ones.
Did they say when it's coming?
It's already on their webpage. You know, they have the EX, and they have the motocross electric bike, and they got another one. They've got like 3.
Oh, I need
It
to
says
check
coming
out. I
soon,
haven't
so
done
I'm
a
thinking
real
next
look.
year.
Is that the kovemoto.com
Yeah.
or whatever?
Yeah, they have the, they have the MX250, then the MX450 is coming out next year, and then the electric one is shown as like coming soon also.
Yeah.
I didn't even know they had motocross bikes.
They just came out with it this year, the 250 equivalent. Yeah. The Kove version is like 3,000, 4,000 less than the Japanese and European bikes.
Yeah.
There's nothing like this bike, right? So they got this like cornered, like nothing even close to this. But on MX bikes, there's really good companies doing it, right? MX gas bikes, and for them to get the geometry, the suspension, and everything right, it's going to be a little bit trickier. I don't know. It depends. If they got really good people working on it from other companies, they might have some good talent from the big companies.
All right, shall we?
Yeah, whenever you guys are ready.
Ready.
How's it doing?
Awesome, 33%.
Does your wife also have an EV?
She has a plug-in hybrid, a Ford C-Max, but we're saving to get her a Model Y.
Okay.
Her car's due for replacement. It's got a lot of miles on it. It's like 12 years old at this point.
Hard work.
Where? Oh, you know those last two turns that are super tight near the end?
Yeah.
Two really tight ones?
Yeah.
Even on the WR250F, I'm always like, foot down and so I thought this bike, I'm going to be going so slow, and because it's heavier, maybe I'm going to feel something. It was a breeze.
Yeah.
So easy to control the throttle that you're not messing with the clutch.
I'm constantly clutching. I'm constantly trying to, feather the clutch to figure out the right, speed and.
I didn't put my feet down, nothing. Those really slow, sandy things.
I dropped it there last time.
Oh, you dropped it in
Yeah,
there?
not right now, but last week or whatever.
Those two tight ones. It's still a little bit moist, so it's better than usual.
Oh man.
All right.
Hard work on this heavy bike. No shit. It's just like, oh.
Are you still sore from Friday a little bit?
No, it was actually fine.
You did okay?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Was that the first time you dropped your bike, or you kind of like threw it out of frustration?
You should have said this one was hard.
What are we trying here?
You should have said this one was hard.
I thought you remembered it last time you went around.
Yeah.
You didn't even have to drop it. You were just like, this thing.
Yeah, that was the first time when I went down, yes.
Were you in this?
This has reverse too. Check it out.
No way.
No shit.
That's sick.
Oh, that's pretty cool. How do you do that? How do you put the reverse in?
You just hold the lower button.
Oh, is it going down?
Yeah,
Okay.
and then if you hold the upper button, it does a walk mode. So you can go to full throttle, and it only goes to like 3-4 miles an hour. So you can like take it up a ramp.
Smart.
And really tricky like off-road stuff, you can do that mode also. And then it's much easier to control it.
Yeah.
And it locks the rear wheel so it can't go backwards.
Oh, so it won't slide back.
Yeah, it won't slide. It keeps it locked, so you can inch up really hard stuff.
Oh,
They just added that in a software update like a month ago.
very cool.
Man, this thing's almost a Goldwing with that reverse.
Yeah, that's actually really smart.
Yeah.
I like the fact that it has the little, I'm never gonna use the reverse, but
There's times when I'm on my enduro rides that I have to get off and like I'm yanking my enduro bike backwards.
Would help,
Or,
huh?
like,
Yeah.
go deep, yeah.
There's a lot of times where that's going to be useful. You don't think it's useful because you don't have it, so you can't use it.
That's true.
But once you have it, you start finding.
But the walking thing that's pretty amazing. That's really, it gets into a walking mode.
Yeah, so there's the walking mode. Let's see what it does. Oh, that 4 miles an hour is faster than you think. See how it locks the tire?
Yeah.
Man, that reverse is sick.
That's pretty cool.
It looks like an optical illusion.
Yeah.
Looks like I'm playing a video backwards. It's not supposed to do that.
That's pretty cool.
Well, good. It did it easy.
The more you get used to it, the easier it's gonna get now.
I seriously had my doubts on both Surfer's Loop and this. Just
That it would make it. You still have 34. We could have done the long loop and it would be still
I
fine.
think so.
Oh heck yeah. We still have 34%.
Yeah, I don't want to take it down to 0. I like to have like a 10%, 15% margin, ideally. But still, we could have gotten another 20.
20 miles.
Another
or so.
20%.
You can easily do even the long one.
I'll do some calculations, especially if I take it easier on that on the Strauss section on those. I used up 20% just to get to the start of the curves.
So are you on 1?
Yeah, I've kept it on 1 the whole time. 39 horsepower. I've kept it on the lowest mode I have set up. I was very tempted to crank it up because there's a lot of sections there where you can use more horsepower, but I want to see what it does with the same power as my WR, what it does on my classic loops before I start blaming.
You are into that shit, aren't you? Analyzing everything, like the analytics.
I'm an engineer. I've been into analyzing shit for my whole life since I was like 5 years old. That's why I became an engineer.
What type of engineer are you?
Mechanical?
I'm a mechanical engineer as well.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Where are you working?
I work at Walmart.
What do you do for them?
Have you heard of Spark?
No.
So, like, if you order something from Walmart.com, we utilize like a Uber Eats, which is Spark.
Oh.
So I manage the driver supply, the app testing, beta app, and that's kind of what I do.
Oh, cool.
In the sun, it's getting warm. When he's just standing and doing nothing, it gets...
Stop doing nothing. Do something.
Yeah, I know. I need to get my goggles. Where did you get yours?
At Moto El Paso. I went to several places looking for some that were sand rated, and that's the only place I found them.
Okay, it needs to be sand rated.
Yeah, otherwise you get little particles in your eyes, and yeah, it's got to be rated for sand.
All right, guys, let's head back.
All right.
We'll see what you end up.
Well, it depends how fast I go here. Even that is so much easier because it's so controllable. Oh man.
Yeah, I know.
It feels like when you first got your Tesla, you know, it's like, holy shit, like this is so much better. Like, how can I drive the old piece of again?
Yeah, I always suffer when I have to travel and rent a regular car at the airport or something. I was like, what the I mean, why am I, you know?
In Europe, they don't have Model 3s for rent?
My mom has a car, so I usually use hers in Czech. But here around the country, you know, I usually have to rent something when I go places, and
they got more EVs now. 30%. We rode for 47 minutes. 47 minutes in motion.
How many miles?
24.3. Yeah,
okay.
Almost 25.
25 miles, and you are at 30%, so you could go another 10-15 easy in those speeds probably.
So when are you going to order yours?
Oh, we'll see. So man, I'm paying for so many toys right now.
I know.
But I was looking, you can finance the damn thing too, actually. It's like
yeah.
170 bucks a month or something. I mean, it's like, it's nothing. Jesus, I spend that on beer, weekly. Are you kidding me? I mean,
a little less beer and you got a Stark Varg.
That's right. A little less beer and I got a motorcycle.
If you find this type of content useful, please consider subscribing and hit that like button to be notified of future content.